We now start to bring the pictures and the videos out one after the other to remind them. A promise that we are going to give us flyover linking King's Place. It's a year, going to 2 years now. You haven't done that. It should be reminded, and that is what the work of journalism should be. So there are persons trying to lure us to carry out language reports and stories and sort of talk other opponents. Let us try as much as possible to reflect that. So let's look at this roundtable as a tool that will move Edo State forward as a table of development. And that is what we expect to have at the end of this session. Once again, I welcome you. On this note, I wish to formally declare this roundtable interaction with John Mayaki open to the glory of God. Thank you very much.
I welcome you all to the invitation of John Mayaki's roundtable friends in the media. I thank you all for the support in the project of making Edo State a much better place. This edition is low key because I'm just recovering from the tragic accident that kept me in the hospital since December last year. Where 5 people died, unfortunately. I have not allowed that experience to discourage me whatsoever in my pursuit for good governance and egalitarian society. And so, we are here today considering the theme, party supremacy, competence, and the future of Edo State. Party supremacy. Oh, the party is supreme. Whatever the party says, you have to obey. We understand. Even though the party says the wrong thing, you are bound to obey. But should that be the case in moving the state forward? And then we are considering competence too. And so we all know that in party politics, party is supreme. But what will your reaction be? I ask all of you. If presented with a difficult to sell candidate for an election, what will be your reaction? You have the material, you have the technology that are finding it difficult to sell. What will your reaction be? As a committed progressive, how will you react when presented with a candidate who has no clear ideology or manifesto, who is likely to set the state back 20 years? What will you do? Now let's consider this classical case and a more recent one. The party is supreme, yes. The former governor of Rivers State, now minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nelson Wike, took a decision to work against his own party. And in fact, the presidential candidate of his party, Mayaki in the general election, and was proudly appreciated by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the leader of the All Progressive Congress, ABC. Am I right? Am I right? Good. And don't forget too that Rotimi Amici also contested that election and worked against his own party too. So when you say party supremacy, you then discover that there's nothing like party supremacy. It's all about interest. It's all about interest. There's nothing like party supremacy. And so that simply tells you that even Mr. President is a all-party man. As a all-party man, appreciates people who went out of their way to support a better and credible candidate to emerge as president, irrespective of party affiliation. And today, Nelson Wike is the foremost PDP national leader who is adding real value to the APC-led government. How do you consider that? What does that tell you about practice supremacy? For me, therefore, I've made up my mind to commit myself to encouraging my numerous supporters across the state, the local government, my ward, my unit, that they vote for the candidate who will best develop the state regardless of party affiliation. That is my standard to speak. I mean, a man, a candidate who has the courage, who has the clout, who has the charisma befitting of the governor. That is what I stand for in this 2024 governorship election. In this governorship election, gentlemen, it will not be about party. It will not be about party. I will be, and it will be about the man who will help us develop Edo State. That is not myself, and my supporters will vote for. My party at the state level is currently factionalized and fragmented, but that's not the issue for discussion today. What matters for me now is the development of a state and party supremacy. Who will lead us to the promised land? Who has the capacity? Who has the competence? Who has the connection? Who has the experience? And the sincerity to provide leadership needed to tackle the enormous challenges confronting us in Edo State and in governance. Who will take Edo State out of the woods? My candidate is a man who can, and who we can all trust. He gives you his word, and you can go to sleep, you can go to bed with it. The man who has networks and connections, both home and abroad. The man with a moral or ethical reputation, not a novice to governance system. This man is not of the APC stock, because irrespective of party supremacy, the future of Edo State is more supreme in my heart. My first commitment is to the state, while the party comes secondary. Let's not forget, gentlemen, that the measure of a leader's skill refers to the required leadership abilities from the cognitive to the managerial and cognitive. Does the leader know what to do as a leader at every point in time? Is he always available when there are crises? Does he have vision and good understanding of what to do? Or, if I may ask, if he does he have the required skills and political will to do same? I have assessed all the candidates of the political parties, and I have come to the conclusion that the candidate I will campaign for, and I'm going to work vigorously this time around, both night and day, both online, both on the traditional media, electronic media, both on ground, going to move and going to work for that quality candidate. For that candidate that will have all of these qualities in abundance. I do not need to be lobbyists to work for what is good. I don't need it. All my struggles so far have been personal commitment, and that is what I continue to stand for. The strength of a leader vision, the method he employs in driving the vision, is communication and ensuing goodwill and popularity adds up to the candidate I will work for. I mean the candidate who has a clear vision and thorough understanding of the mandate he is seeking for. One who has remained focused and committed to taking development to all corners of Edo State and alleviate suffering of the people from all communities. The one who has equally applied the right leadership and style and judiciously applied his mind, his limited stock in governance. Remember, some leaders have great communication skills and popularity, but not the vision. But the man I'm going to support this time around, gentlemen, has all of these qualities I've mentioned in abundance. Many other leaders are also known to have vision, but lack all other leadership skills. The candidate of my choice is a visionary leader with enviable leadership skills. I mean a serious-minded candidate. I call on everybody to embrace the candidate who has demonstrated competence and the ability to govern the state regardless of party affiliation in the upcoming September 2021 general governorship election in Edo State. Let me also state here that I will not support those who wish me dead during my hospitalization. Sometimes God allows some things to happen to us so that we can learn a lesson or two, or so that we can make some informed decisions. The accident, though unfortunate, taught me lessons, especially about those who wish to lead us in Edo State, but lack the compassion. Perhaps they thought I will recover from the accident. They seek power without understanding its purpose. They did not visit me in hospital or at home after my discharge. Yes, you were willing to seek my support for the election. How callous they are. It's simple. If someone doesn't value you, they deserve to lose you. Those who put me last, While I put them first by supporting them, even when I was put to bed, do not deserve my support. Gentlemen of the press, this is why we are there. Thank you.
The man, Master Me, loves to call Ajagungbade. And if you speak Ajagungbade, and if you speak Yoruba, you know what it means. Ajagungbade means somebody who fights a big war to get a crown. You will get that crown in Jesus' name. But my concern is that do you have the backing of your constituents in this move? Are you not being hasty in leaving your party ideals for another party ideal? And then I want to ask you, is your being a member of a party on the manifesto and party ideals or on other issues? Thank you very much.
What have the backing of my people? As a leader, I'll tell them this is where we're going. I have people in Edo South, I have people in Edo Central, I have people in Edo North waiting for me to say, where are we going? So I'm going to give them the direction. And they will support me, they will support. I can assure you that my decision today, when you say if I'm not being hasty to do the right thing, they can never be anything wrong with it. To do the right thing, when you are hasty to do the right thing, you do not wait for things to go bad before you do the right thing. No. So I'm not being hasty, and my people will follow me en masse. In fact, you just watch what will happen next. You are going to report it very soon. What will happen next? Thank you.
I want to find out if you're going to act like the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, that remained in his party but worked for a candidate who believes will bring the desired development, just as we're talking about. And you remain in APC, yet supporting that person that you think has the capacity or wherewithal to deliver to the Edo people, or you are leaving APC entirely.
My question is this. You've talked about...
Introduce yourself. What?
I'm Bernadette Speaker. I want to find out, you've talked so much about capacity, pedigree, and the type of person it is. But my question is this. We've passed the era of insinuations when we see who you want or that. Can you just tell us specifically, point the way, the name, who do you think fits this camp that you want to decamp to? Who do you want people to vote for? So that at this stage, the date for voting is so near, so we don't have to have this second guessing. So can you just point the way directly? Who do you think fits this camp that will come in as a governor?
For you to send a good candidate, a candidate that is not difficult to sell, you can do that from anywhere. You can do that from anywhere. You don't need to run up and down before. No. The candidate sells himself already. And so you have little work to even do. So if you leave your party, it doesn't stop you. If you are there, it doesn't stop you. We can even have to leave this PDP before you supported the president. At the time the president took a decision to support another candidate of another party, he doesn't have to leave the APC. He doesn't have to leave. He doesn't have to leave. So I'm where I am. I'm a big supporter of the president. I'm a big supporter of the chief tomorrow. We instruct the president. We make sure that we work towards for the president. And so we will continue to support him. We will continue to support him to succeed. And if he wants a second tenure, we will work for him because he's already delivering on the dividends, on his renewed mandate manifesto. He's already delivering dividends. We will continue to work for him. I was his spokesman in the state during the campaign. So I'm not going to abandon the president and the party. No. I'll continue to work for the president. I can support anybody I want to support from anywhere. Yeah.